Okay, welcome back. Well, it's been a while just because we've been traveling a lot. Um, I'm still worn out and my sinuses are going crazy. But I really wanted to get this reading out because I did this reading last week and I've been trying to film it since last week, but everything's been so crazy. But we had a lot of fun with our traveling and it was just really fun. Let's see. So to begin with this reading, you can see that we have wakes, work, scroll, repeat, burnout cycle, routine collapse. We have overthinking hour, racing thoughts, insomnia loops. Then we have invited but not wanted, exclusion, misfit, emotional distance. Let's see. So you're the type of person, from what I'm getting, that you put your loved ones before you. You put people before you all the time. And there was a relationship where you gave your love in this way and you gave it unconditionally and you were hurt by like these people or this person. I see that you're still grieving through that rejection, grieving through whatever happened. And you're on like replaying the memories over and over. But Spirit is saying that it's time to get that spark back. Because it's just time to heal from that and move forward. With this card, it's telling me that what has happened has brought you a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety and depression, and it's making you a little edgy. Your nervous system is just going crazy from this. Spirit is saying that you need space and rest, and you need to take a break. And I would also urge you to look up the signs of the divine are all over if you look for them in the people around you, in nature. Mother Earth can always like raise your vibration. Then there's this video called Look Up by Secret Shaman Oracles. Well, no, she didn't call it Look Up, but the main message of the video was Look Up. I think it was called Your Ancestors Won't Stop Until You Receive Their Gifts by Secret Shaman Oracles. Definitely look that up on YouTube because that message I think is really important. But one of the things she says in that video is look up. There was this video put out, like it was a speech put out by a religious leader in one of the churches. And he said that he had gotten a calling in the church and he was sitting in an elevator, standing in an elevator, looking down, contemplating like how he felt unworthy and how he felt down about the whole thing. And he was like, what am I going to do? Well, then the prophet of this church came in to the elevator and was like, what are you looking at? When he was looking at the ground, and he looked up and he was like, oh, nothing. And, you know, this prophet said, I believe it was. It's been many years. I remember the video from what, like, she said look up, and then I remembered that video. That it was years ago that I saw this video. So I'm pretty sure this is how it went, but I'm just doing this from memory. That this church leader said to him as he was leaving the elevator, don't look down, look up. And he said the message that he received from that was like, turn to God, turn to the stars. Don't start thinking of all like the bad things, the doubts, we have to move forward in faith, and we have to look at all the good things around us. And for me, that message has really stuck, and I feel like it's kind of the same message of what's going on here. Look up. Stop focusing on looking down. Stop focusing on the bad, and start focusing on the good. Stop focusing on what you can't change in the past. Start focusing on what you can do now. I really think that everything's gonna work out. I mean, there's not like, I can see you're in a lot of anxiety. I can see that this has really torn you up. But I think Spirit's message here and God's message here is, you have so many better things to look forward to. So much in this world that you can do. And there's people in this world who will value you as you are unconditionally, and they will not take advantage of you in the way you have been taken advantage of in the past. So I think that's Spirit's way of saying, there's a better tomorrow. Now, with this card, we can see that Spirit is saying, strive for balance through the chaos. Like, you need to start choosing your battles, and instead of focusing so much on that negative stuff or those people who have hurt you, be like, that's a battle I can't really fight. I'm not going to win against you. And maybe that's like the point, is you shouldn't have to fight that battle. That's not your energy. That's not your karma. That's not your anything. That's their problem. That's their deal. And maybe Spirit is just saying, yeah, choose your battles. Look at the things that happened in life in a bit more of an objectional manner right now. I would urge you to look up like slow looking or objective observation, and see like in what ways you can practice emotional detachment. I mean, you can just Google it and it'll come up with different ways to practice emotional detachment. Like, say if something's happening, or you can feel yourself having a panic attack or going into that depression, you can look up at the sky, look up at the clouds, and start like making shapes out of the clouds. I know that's one of the things that they suggest. Or you can, look out the distance at nature and see what's changing in nature, and what's like, oh, the wind's blowing and the trees are moving, the leaves are moving, and just observe that. And it helps you to detach from everything around you as you focus on that. I think there's a lot of other methods that you can do, and like I said, I would just Google it, because I'm pretty sure AI is going to come up with all the different methods that are on the internet for slow looking or objective observations, and practicing emotional detachment. But that's really something that you need to start practicing, because that helps calm your nervous system down from all the chaos around you. And then, like I said, like when you feel yourself going there, I would just find something that I can focus on. For me, I love to put in like my headphones and just focus on music. That really helps me to not like spiral. Then I drew this card, and Spirit is saying, don't lock your heart away in darkness. You need to look up and let that light in. Don't focus on the bad and the heartache forever. You need to, and I've been hearing this going around lately, but it is very true. We can use it as motivation instead. We can use it as a stepping stool to learn how to get to a better place. Don't take the gifts you have in your life for granted. Because even though like things get bad and we hit our dark spots and we hit our low points, sometimes the emotional part of that can stop us from seeing the good in our life and recognizing it. And so I think Spirit's just saying, like, take that time out and don't take the good things for granted right now. You still have people around you who love you. You still have people around you who care. And even if they're not in the physical form, you have people on the other side who are rooting for you, who are working for your good constantly. I think that's so important to remember. Now, this card that I drew, I'm going to read from the book. It's about overthinking and social anxiety. So let me... Seems that you're dealing with a lot of social anxiety because of what happened. I think that's pretty natural when you go through trauma like that. Especially if you've got like people who are very narcissistic in your life and they use that flying monkey technique. I think many of us have been there. Okay, so this is the kaleidoscope card. And perfection is uncomfortable. It hurts like brand new shoes. Learn to love all the pieces of you, flaws and imperfections. Our hearts, wants, and needs are not easily obtained because we are all so uniquely complex. While some are born into this world with a powerful charisma that instantly draws people to them, this is exception, not the norm. These people usually have a way of striking up conversations without hesitation. But a lot of people overthink about what they should or shouldn't say, which can lead to awkward conversations at best. Because they do not easily engage with others, they might have missed meeting that special someone or perhaps a business opportunity. It's normal for people to feel out of place from time to time. But for some, anxiety, fear, or the thought of being judged by others can be overwhelming more often than not. They may get lost and miss the social norms and cues, such as knowing when to say hello, or may slip up on their words. It makes them uncomfortable when they try to speak in a group or gathering, so they refrain. Or the other extreme, they may talk too much and monopolize the conversation. Now they are embarrassed and even more distressed. These actions and reactions hold them back from regular social interaction, which is an important part of life. They are encouraged to break free from the restriction of inner voices and instead empower internal strength. We all have a unique purpose here on earth, and so we go through a lot of obstacles to complete our intended lessons. With faith, practice, and patience, things will get better. Remember, life is all about trial and error. They should try and push themselves out of their comfort zone a little bit more every day, because it's the small steps that eventually take us to where we need to go. Hypnotherapy would also be a great option to consider. Certified hypnotherapists are trained to relax the mind to help build self-confidence when needed. Where there is a will, there is always a way for us to conquer all obstacles. Just trust in yourself, because we are like one giant kaleidoscope. Beautiful broken pieces of colored light grouped together in constant change. With the slightest motion, things shift, creating a brand new perspective of ourselves. I really hope that this message resonates and that whoever it was meant for is listening now. I'm here. You know, there's so many people here, even if not in person, online, that are here to help you through this time. So I would encourage you to just take these words and just focus on the good. Look up. And realize that there's so much out there waiting for you. And it's time to let go of those experiences, of those people. You know, do the work that's needed to move forward. Don't let that stuff hold you back. That's their karma, not yours. They don't get to take over every aspect of you. I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.